The velvet moment is in our eyes. Primitive urge, feel the primitive urge. The senses in the air. The fire moves us. The pleasure yearn. Hunger is rage, need is a vision underneath your dress.
Sex, lust, you.
Sex, lust, you.
Screams, shocks, and horror await you in the pages of Drive-In Asylum, an independent, print-only publication dedicated to fantastic films. They write about them, they obsess over them, they talk to the people who made them. These cinematic nightmares that still haunt your dreams, they come to life again in Drive-In Asylum. And you remember when you looked in the newspaper to find movies that would terrify you, yes? You'll find pages and pages of these newsprint terrors in each issue of Drive-In Asylum. Come with us back to a time when the drive-in, the grindhouse, or your late-night TV were the places you encountered ghastly creatures of all persuasions. For information about how to order, go to driveinasylum.com or visit Strange Vice UK or Forbidden Planet in New York to purchase Drive-In Asylum, your fantastic film connection. To avoid fainting, keep repeating, it's only a fanzine, only a fanzine, only a fanzine, only a fanzine, only a fanzine.
Yes, the rumors are true. Next weekend's Drive-In Asylum late movie is going to be...
Let's scare Jessica to death. I'm excited.
I think it sounds like a good idea.
I think it's a wonderful idea. And I know you love this movie. I do too. So it's going to be a good one to watch. Hey, if you watched apologies, if you watched that movie on Tubi, at least for Bill and I, the end of it is chopped off. Like there's 10 minutes missing.
We're so sorry for doing that. We, of course, didn't watch it all the way to the end. We trusted Tubi. Like, who would have ever thought that something on Tubi?
Tubi has been sent a sternly written letter. Really, they have. And I said, the print looks awesome. It doesn't have the ending. So
yeah,
maybe fix that. The ending is on Shudder and on the YouTube link. If you watch it on YouTube. So.
Yeah, there was another YouTube video up, but unfortunately it was one of those ones where the picture was like inserted into a box and stretched out. So
yeah,
I don't know, maybe like it was only the last 15 minutes of the movie, so you didn't have to watch the whole.
So if you didn't see the ending will tell you. The Either there's a lot of interpretations. Either everything is true, and this conspiracy against her has existed all this time, and the two astronauts come and abduct her at the end, or by killing someone, she has a break with reality, and she perceives that break in reality as the astronauts coming from her. You can make up your own mind. You
Yeah,
write
it
your own
doesn't
ending of the
matter
movie.
what happened at the end.
Yeah,
It's not explicitly laid out for you, so you just have to.
that inn that she's staying at is gorgeous, though. I mean, it's so beautiful. That giant bird with the crystal plumage, uh, peacock tableau that's done in stained glass. Just everything about it, the staircase. It's a really gorgeous movie. And this print is compared to if you saw it in the past when it was Primal Impulse is the other name you'll find it on Mill Creek sets as. Um, Man, it looks like night and day. Literally, it looks like moon and sun. uh,
That version was on
Version.
YouTube too. I think I found
Yeah,
that on there.
yeah. So let me know everybody. It seems like everybody dug it, but yeah, there's a lot of two movies this week that were very challenging, and I'm glad everybody stuck with them. And thanks for enjoying them.
Yeah, this was a sort of inverse. That ending where it's all a dream. This one made it
Yeah,
seem like it was all real.
yeah. And man, I am 100% sure those suits came from like an Antonio Marghetti uh, movie. Do you know what I mean? Like another space movie.
They
Like
were pretty fabulous, I have to
yeah,
say.
1+1 Hydra, or one of those movies from the '60s. They really look it.
Mission
But man,
Stardust.
Mission Stardust, another one. Yeah, that's another great one. But man, this movie looks great. The one thing at the end, though, you can tell that Italy had not got steady cams in 1975. Like that chase is wild. Like how much the camera's moving, the handheld. But I really love how it finally slows down, and you can see that she has all those branches all over her from like her struggle through the woods and stuff. It looks great. I love the shifts too in this, where it shifts from black and white and monochromatic blues to full color, and especially like inside those stained glass rooms and inside that inn, it's such a different world. Like there's that world where she was living when she had her job before she got let go as an interpreter, and then the world of the inn. If you if you go to a place that has been calling to you for a whole bunch of years, and people start calling you a name that's not yours, and everybody thinks you're someone else, get the fuck out of that place. That's my
Nicole.
best advice to you, right?
But she didn't because, I mean, she was Nicole, wasn't she? Was this
Yeah,
sort of like her own
yeah.
break from reality?
It's like my cruise. Did I ever tell you my cruise story? That they called me the wrong name the first day on the cruise, and I just went with it, and I just was Steve for the rest of the cruise.
No.
Yeah, and my ex-wife, my wife at the time, was like, "You should really tell them your name's not Steve." And I'm like, "Does it matter? Like, if I answer to it, like, am I not Steve?" And
Yeah,
like,
they don't
I'm
care.
never going to see these people again for the rest of my life, so I'll just be Steve. They won't even remember my name, even if they did know my name. And then by the like 3 nights in, it's too late, right? I can't be like, hey, I lied to you all those times. We've had dinner together every night of this cruise for 7 nights. My name's not Steve. That seems really fucked up versus like, oh, I was too shy to not tell you my name was Steve when someone said my name wrong. I
So
realize now telling the story how insane it makes me seem.
well, it makes you sound like the heroine of this film that we just watched.
Yeah, and then at the end, guys in astronaut suits dragged me into the ocean.
I was afraid that would happen to her. I kept thinking, oh,
Yeah,
she's going to end up there. But she
she's
wasn't on
gonna
the
end up.
moon, was she?
No, she was on the beach. But
I
that's
know,
weird
but I
that
mean, like, was it supposed to be the moon? Because it had that blue filter over it. So
I think in her head it was whatever the moon is, and maybe the moon to her is the same as those people being marooned and trapped there. She's marooned and trapped in her own psychosis.
she was marooned, all right.
Yeah,
Well, how
yeah,
about, okay, how creepy was Nicoletta Elmy again?
always.
I love the part where she was like, "You can't be her because I hated her," and she runs away. But that was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Florinda Balkan.
She,
She had that
uh,
I don't know what's going on look on her face the whole film.
yeah. Florinda's really great too in Wizard of Woman's Skin, obviously, and but another movie where a woman just does not know what the fuck is going on in her life, you know?
Someone from another giallo was in this movie tonight. She was only in
Who's that?
part of the film. Remember her from
Who
Torso?
was it? Oh yeah, the black girl from Torso.
She
Yeah.
was in it, and she was dubbed by seemingly none other than Carolyn Fonseca,
Hmm.
who did Olga and Suspiria and so many other voice roles in these Italian films.
She's also in another movie where she's a wrestling girl that wrestles guys for money and gets killed. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's a Martino one. She's in a ton of stuff, but yeah, that is right. That's like when we were watching. I'm like, oh, that's the girl from Torso. I love when she comes to the town in Torso, and those old Italian men have never seen a black woman before. They're losing
Yeah,
their mind when she gets out of the car. They're like, "What is this?
like
This is
wow.
wow, a goddess is here." Um, yeah, this movie is like that's what I like about. I always think about it like in Italy when these eras of movies happen. So the genre, like the main time is like 70 to 73, right? This is a little bit later in the cycle, but like you have movies that are just throwaway junk, and you have movies like this that are like use the form to aspire to something else, like to be art. The slashers are the same way. There's some slashers that are like, wow, that's a really great movie using the world of the slasher to make it work. And then you have like, like Fatal Exam or, like movies that are just kind of throwaway.
Fatal Exam?
Yeah.
Or do you mean Final Exam, or is there another movie that I don't
I
know
think
called
there's another one, Fatal Exam. There's
Fatal
Final Exam, I
Exam?
think.
I hate
Mhm.
Final Exam. That's
Yeah.
one that I've gone back a couple of times and I'm like, nope, I still don't like it.
I got to tell you, you know what I remembered from the drive-in that I was really happy. The Night School trailer was pretty exciting to see.
Oh yes. Could you imagine if they did Night School? I'd love to see Night
Oh,
School at the April Goals.
I would watch it. Yeah, Paul mentioned it cut off the climax. Sorry again, Paul. We sent Tubi a letter because I was like, "You're missing
Yeah.
12 minutes of your movie."
Paul, we're
So
really sorry about that. We didn't know that Tubi's print was flawed. So if you didn't catch it on another, it was on YouTube, the full version on YouTube was like one of those stretched out things. So maybe you found that, or maybe you have Shutter and you finished watching it on there. If you didn't, Florinda Balkan um, was dragged away by those men that were chasing her in
yeah,
her nightmare.
they're real. Uh,
She
they're-
killed Harry, and then the men
yeah,
dragged her away.
yeah, yeah. What a wild close to this movie. Um, but yeah, I really like it, and I'm glad we watched it. And two different ones. And then next week we have another uh, Woman Against the Unknown movie, but an American one. And
Yeah,
what genre would you even put next week's movie in? I'm interested. Is it folk horror? Is it vampire? Is it what is it?
I don't know. I would call it a vampire film.
Regional shocker.
Yeah, it's a vampire movie, but it's sort of unusual. It's definitely not your typical vampire film.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite play by the rules of
Mm-mm.
the usual rules of vampirism. It's like you see them during the day. They're just more like ghosts, which is really what a vampire was in original, folklore. A vampire was a ghost that inhabited a person's body, and you could be alive and be a vampire, and you don't know it. It would like take over your body while you were sleeping, and then after you died, it could still use your body, and you would
Oh
come out of your
wow.
grave and attack people. So that was the real vampire. And Let's Scare Jessica to Death sort of sticks to that, which I love.
Hmm. Well, I'm excited to watch it through that lens then next week.
Or it's just a woman losing her grip. You decide.
Is that like this whole season? We should do like
Yeah.
the theme of this season is women losing their minds.
Tonight should have been a triple, and that would be the third one.
Yeah.
If it wasn't already 2:00 in the morning, we could do it.
Yeah. But thanks for sticking with us, guys, and
Yeah.
staying late.
Why don't we?
You want to give away some
Yeah.
Blu-rays, Bo?
I would love to. And if you're in the chat and you'd like to be entered into a drawing for some DVDs and Blu-rays, let us know.
And I'll start entering your names in the things.
Yeah, we're going to use a random name generator this time. You're just going to have to trust us that we're not just picking people at random.
Yeah.
And there's only 13 people in the chat, and I think like 2 of them are me and you. So there's not that many names. Your odds are strong.
There's a lot of Blu-rays too. So Steve Wilson and Chris are in. I wish I could link to show you this video. I have a really cool spinning wheel here. Big wheel, keep on spinning. Sorry.
Primary, keep on winning.
So I got Tim, we got Sean. Real people win in this.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's not just something that you hear about. It's not, Snopes.com has not investigated it and found it to be false.
Yeah. I've entered myself. I'll just be shipping stuff to myself.
Uh-oh, John's in Canada.
I know.
So is Tim. That's okay.
What's that all boot? Come on. Hey.
All right.
All right. We got everybody. Alden's in.
Did you
So
get
here's who's
Alden?
in. I got Chris, Steve, Alden, Tim, Sean, Paul, and John. And Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Anyone else? There's a religious joke for the kids.
Job.
Job. I got Job, and I got Watt and his 2 daughters.
Did you get? Oh, you know what happened to them. You know how it was in that family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lee, are
They're
you
like
in?
Who?
Lee. She didn't
don't
chime
know.
in and say this whether she was wanted to be in the drawing or not.
Yeah. I mean, these are perfectly serviceable Blu-rays, and you could even just use the cases if you want to. Okay, Lee is in. Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought. Much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so to review, here's what I mean. Are we just going to let people choose which one they want?
Or we could just hold up each one and then spin for it.
Yeah, I know, but okay. So to review, here's A Nightmare on Elm Street. These are DVDs. There's 2 Nightmare on Elm Street collections. This version of Dawn of the Dead. I'm not sure which one it is because there are so many of them. Oh, this is Anchor Bay. So that's
nice
an oldie
one,
but goodie, yeah. That's up for grabs. Another Nightmare on Elm Street comp, the first 4 films. Halloween 4 and 5, No Home Should Be Without It. Argento's Opera, the Blue Underground DVD. It's not the
I'm
Blu-ray.
entering for that. I don't even have that.
And Hellraiser, 20th Anniversary Edition DVD.
And I got
Anchor Bay. And
Siege.
Pet Cemetery on Blu-ray.
The Siege, and I have Young Ip Man and Pet Cemetery, which is a movie that is illegal to own. So
I thought you said you had 3 things.
there are 3 of them. Yeah, I have 2 copies of Siege.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I get it. I'm a little slow.
So
did you get Tracy? Tracy's in the drawing.
I got Tracy in here. Yeah. Vince, do you want to be in here? You did not say if you want to be.
Oh, Vince will say no. He'll say, I have all that stuff already.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What are we putting up first?
Well, let's say, let's start at the top of the pile. The Pet Cemetery Blu-ray.
Okay. Here we go. I'm spinning the wheel. Spinning. Tracy, you are the winner.
Tracy, you just won Stephen King's Pet Cemetery on Blu-ray. And I'm not sure what year this came out. There's probably like some newer, more fabulous version of it, but hey, you know.
Send
what you
Bill a
got.
message. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have your address, Tracy, but just in case I don't, send me a DM and I'll get that in the mail for
Yeah.
you.
Sean, do you want to? Oh, Sean's in it. Okay, good. All right, I've taken Tracy out. Right, that's how it should go. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. What are we playing for now?
One of yours.
All right, this is for Siege. Yay! And I'll read what this is about. After being compromised during a mission gone wrong, an international assassin is sent to receive a new identity, erasing a trace of his past. However, when a ruthless team of operatives storms the compound, he heroically teams up with an elite Hippelman under a mysterious charge in order to make it out alive. Oh man! So this is what do you call it? Saban Films. This is the folks that brought you Power Rangers. So here we go. We're gonna spin that. Spinning the wheel. Chris, no, it was right on the line. Steve Wilson, you're the winner. Steve,
Right on.
send me a message and let me know which one you won, and I'll get this out on Monday too.
All
So
right.
this
I
is
knew
Siege.
this was going to happen. Tracy doesn't want Pet Cemetery, so why don't we just let the winners choose which
Okay.
one they want?
Okay.
Tracy, is it going to be Hellraiser, Opera, etc., etc.? Halloween 4 and 5. What's the other one? Dawn of the Dead. The old Anchor Bay one. So let us know which one you want, and then we'll move on to the next winner. I don't know what this Anchor Bay Dawn of the Dead one is. Of course, I have these blue lights on, and I can't read the text because it's like... I really like this opera.
Maybe you should just keep that.
It's still... Oh, no, it's not still sealed. I thought there was shrink wrap on it. Okay, so Tracy claimed Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
All right, so that's
You want me to spin for the next winner?
Yes. Yes.
Is this for one of yours or any?
Well, they could choose any of them.
Okay. Our next winner is... All right, Chris did win this time. Chris Visnick.
Chris Fasonic, let us know which one of these
Yeah.
brilliant DVDs or the Pet Cemetery Blu-ray. It's back in. We could have that one.
You don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
Right. And Sam, remind us what your two are.
We got the Siege and Ip Man, Young Ip Man.
Okay. Chris chooses
He wants opera.
You got it.
These are from, by the way, donated to us from Well Go USA, who has a lot of great movies out, mostly new movies, and you can find these at Walmart if you don't win.
The DVDs were, by the way, were donated to us by Kenny Grimm, our friend, who was at the drive-in this weekend. And a lot of people were doing that. You were doing it. Kenny was doing it. Someone else.
I'll have some more for next week. I have a ton downstairs that I'm trying to get rid of. So,
okay.
All right, we're gonna spin again. We got 6 people left.
The excitement.
All right, Eldon Glenn.
All right, Eldon Glenn, let us know which one of these jewels you'd like to claim as your own. How about one of the Nightmare on Elm Street compilations, 4 movies, Halloween 4 and 5, etc., etc. Pet Cemetery on Blu-ray. The Siege.
These are Blu-rays, by the way, in case. for one of these.
Oh,
He has to go with Church.
okay. So Pet Cemetery on Blu-ray is yours.
Awesome. Congratulations. Real people win every week. All right, next spinner.
I should be writing this down, by the way. I'm not keeping track of whose stuff is whose. I'm a terrible show host.
Paul Donner, you're the next winner. What would you like?
Oh, awesome.
Whoever wins should just send you, when they send you an IM with their address, just mention what movie they want.
Yes, please. Please do that. It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Paul, which one would you like?
The world is waiting, Paul. Oh, Paul, I give you all. No keys, but please.
He's going to take Dawn of the Dead. Oh, no, that's no,
was-
Hellraiser he's going to take. Hellraiser.
Okay. All right. Hellraiser.
Well done. Hellraiser. All right, 4 people left.
It's the 20th anniversary edition, by the way.
Spin again. We got Tim.
All right, Tim. Here's what you got.
I'm getting sound effects here of cheering whenever it picks the person. So if you see me giggling, it's because it's going woo in the background.
I bet he's going to pick one of the Nightmare on Elm Street compilations. I really think so.
Oh.
And you have to tell us which one it is. Do you want the first 4 or the last 4? And they also include Freddy versus Jason.
Oh man, I have both of them. I have
Okay.
those sets.
I love New Nightmare.
Do you?
Yeah, that one was actually a good example of a good late sequel, as far as I'm
He's going to
concerned.
choose Young Ip Man. So Tim, send me your info and the movie, so you will get that. Look for a review on the site soon. All right. We got 3 people left. Here we go. Our next winner is... Oh, it's right on the line. Lee is our next winner.
Lee Traina. Let us know, Lee, which of these fabulous spinning discs you'd like to have for your very own. Well, there's multiple discs in a couple of these. You could have more than one disc. I bet Lee's going to take the Halloween one. I bet you.
Yeah,
I bet you.
that's what I would pick. I would have picked that.
Are you more of a Freddy or a Michael Myers guy instead of Freddy?
Yeah, I don't like Freddy that much.
I'm not crazy about. Oh, Lee, you need a reiteration of the choices. Halloween 4 and 5. These 2, you could have one of these Nightmare on Elm Street compilations.
Or The Siege. Look at this guy. He's ready to fight.
That movie's so violent. I can just tell.
He's ready to fight.
I don't like violent movies.
No. I like Nightmare on Elm Street ripoffs better than Nightmare on Elm Street, though. So
they were all more interesting.
Yeah. Do you want the first or the second Nightmare on Elm Street, though, Lee? There's 2 of them.
Yeah. Which one did you want? The first 4? Or I got the wrong one. You know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The first 4 or the second 4?
And there's good movies on both of these sets. Okay.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, Sean's right. Don't Panic was on Joe Bob last night, and of course I went nuts. I love that movie. It's a combination Nightmare on Elm Street movie and a Ouija board movie. How if they took a poop in Amityville, I would love it even more. Wow. Anyway, we got two people left. We got, well, I won't spoil it. Here we go. This wheel's spinning real weird because there's just 2 people. And the winner is Sean Midas. Sean, what would you like?
This attractive Nightmare on Elm Street set is just dying to go home with somebody. Just saying.
Yeah.
You don't want Halloween 4 and 5, do you?
I don't know.
She did pick Eldon. She chose the first 4 Nightmare films.
Nightmare is calling him. Sean will
See?
take Nightmare. There you go. We got one
Sean?
person left, so we can just give it to that last
But
person.
we have 2 things to give away.
Oh, okay.
There's still another
Well,
copy of The Siege. Does this last person get 2? I think they should.
I think they should. So the last person is John.
All right.
So John, send me your info again, and I will get out The Siege to you. Please enjoy.
And I'll send you Halloween 4 and 5.
Yeah, and I'll have more stuff next week. From Well Go USA is all their new releases will be sending us copies to give away on the show. So and also as always, look for them in Walmart. They also are on all streaming platforms, and they have some cool stuff up. Bill, here's what came in this week.
I'll also just tell you that next week we'll have some more stuff to give away. That box that Kenny gave me had even more stuff in it. So
I have
another one of these
box
fun things.
downstairs.
Okay.
All right. This is like 2 weeks of stuff because we were gone.
Yeah.
You guys already know about the Siege. Have you know about the Siege? Have I
Tell
told
us
you
about it.
Yeah.
I
and
feel like
Young
I've
Ip
seen
Man.
that title somewhere before.
Young Ip Man. This is one of Becca's birthday gifts. Becca's birthday was this week. Once Upon a Crime, one of her favorite movies. Kino put it out. And this was out of print for a long time. And directed by Eugene Levy. And it's got a really good cast. John Candy, Jim Belushi, Sybil Shepherd, Sean Young, Richard Lewis, Ornella Muti from Flash Gordon. It's not the Boerworm's daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's so
Giancarlo
beautiful.
Gianni and George Hamilton. Great. Is it a Giallo? Kind of, yeah. Yeah. No, my favorite thing is like whenever Dale Arden gets hit with the ring, and like her sexual response has only been, it's at the same level of your daughter, Emperor Ming. Like, this movie is weird. Anyway, super excited if you dig Mexican horror, Vacation to Terror 1 and 2. This Vinegar Syndrome set is amazing. Look how great that art is. Man, for a movie that I had
How
only
great
seen
thou
on
art.
for a movie that went from beat up VHS movies that I bought for $1 at Mexican grocery stores to spending $30 on them. There it is. And, I bought this at the Kino sale, The Mask, a Canadian 3D movie. I love this movie.
Is it in 3D?
It sure is. We might have to watch this together at some
Put
point.
the
I have
mask
multiple
on.
pairs of glasses. So super excited. And Edge wore the wrestler Edge wore a version of the mask at WrestleMania this year when he fought Finn Balor, which was crazy. He's Canadian. We got Heaven Sent. I like when they send me like faith movies. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll watch it. A movie we mentioned earlier, In the Cut, which is kind of sort of murder mystery. We got The Warrant, Breaker's Law. This is going to be a Walmart exclusive from Mill Creek. These are all from Mill Creek. Miami Vice, which I really like Michael Mann, but I haven't seen this one, so super excited. And this is a steel box that is going to be, I think, Walmart exclusive.
Wow.
Steel box. Yeah. Pretty neat.
They really anticipated the collectability of that item.
I think.
Steel
TV series Go On, which is a TV series that Mill Creek just put out. And this one is from MVD. They're releasing it themselves, Red Wine, which is a racing kind of Fast and Furious movie. So Tim Matheson and Eddie Griffith are in it. I haven't seen it. So look for those. Will all be on the site probably this week at some point, reviewed. This week on the site, though, it's all sequels, Bill. Movies that had sequels. And so I'm super excited about that. Oh, that's a beautiful picture, by the way. Chris took that, right?
Yeah, thanks to Chris Vasonic for sending me this shot of the Drive-In Asylum trailer on the big screen at the drive-in.
Yeah.
I took pictures too, but this is cool because it has cars in it. You can really see it was at a drive-in.
Man. Yeah, next week's all tons of sequels. Did someone need to watch every Wishmaster movie? Yeah, probably me. The series I really liked is the mirror movies, which much like Prom Night are not connected at all. They're about a giant mirror that fucks up lives. Seems to be like something you can run away from, but nope, you can't.
I do have a big bag of Drive-In Asylum pins, Eldon Glenn.
Oh man, where could one get those? An Etsy store, perhaps?
Yeah, I send them out. Like if somebody buys a big package, like if they
Mm-hmm.
place an order for a whole bunch of zines, I usually include some extras in it. I used to
Nice.
have the buttons for sale individually, but the postage was really weird because
Yeah.
they were like, there's all sorts of like, ways that they jack up the postage after you put something like a button in the package. You can hide
Mm-hmm.
them in orders with big zines. So
Yeah. So order a bunch of zines, and
yeah,
you'll get that. Also, other big news. Bill and I did another commentary for a movie we can't talk about, but it's honestly, it's I would say it's the best one we've done yet. Outside, I
hmm
really love Suburban Sasquatch, but quality wise, it's the best movie we've done yet.
they're all special in their own way, but this one is
Yeah,
just one of the. I was blown away by how good
yeah.
this movie is for a shot on video movie that was made, probably for not very much money at all.
Mhm.
So
It's it really is. I'm just trying to think of a way to talk about it without giving it away. It looks like no other movie you've ever seen. Like it is like mind blowing what it looks like.
it looks like a
It's
soap opera. It looks like a video game. It looks like
um,
somebody's doodling in a notebook. It's pretty cool.
it looks like black art posters.
Black
Is
art
what I.
posters.
It looks like it's really something else. So we literally found out Tuesday that it needed recorded, and it's due on the 15th. So we recorded on Wednesday,
Oh, thanks
and
for reminding me.
yeah, but yeah, we moved quick on it, and it's really good. I'm super excited. So and I think there's what three or four other ones coming out pretty soon that we also did stuff on. But if you do buy the Suburban Sasquatch, now available from Visual Vengeance, MVD's site, mvdshop.com has it. You can find it on Amazon. Yeah, Bill and I are on commentary. You can hear us talk about Bigfoot movies
Yeah.
and especially that one, which I really love that movie.
You've been dying to hear us talk about Bigfoot movies, right? Well, here's your
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, and we kind of go through all of them, and then also like what kind of Bigfoot movie could be shot for $404 in Eastern Pennsylvania. Yeah,
That one.
that one. Yeah, so pretty exciting. And then what else going on? There's a lot going on. Lots of plans as always, but really appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I'm so excited to do the show. I had a rough week of work. Literally in the middle of the week, I was like, this is such a rough week. And I was like, but hey, we'll get to show 2 movies on Saturday. So that's like, that got me through. So very happy about that. And now I'm
Yeah.
going to watch Wishmaster 4. I've made all 4 Wishmaster movies in the same day. When you do that, you get a special prize. So
I look forward to doing this show too, as you know. I say it every week. I mean it. I really mean it.
and it was a ton of fun to watch movies in the open with everybody, at the drive-in last week. A blast. I really think, man, Slumber Party Massacre was really fun to watch together. But I really think my favorite was again Toolbox Murders was a blast.
Oh my God,
mean,
that movie! I had totally forgotten how weird that movie was.
yeah, and also it has like multiple climaxes, kind of, like there's like, oh, you're not out of danger yet. So yeah, it's a fun movie and very scuzzy.
It is very scuzzy. It's a scummy, disgusting,
And some
low-budget
dancing too.
freak out.
There's that bar the mom works in is
It was so groovy.
yeah,
There was plus it had these canned screams in it that are like from a sound library, and
yeah,
I have them on Halloween sound effect records, and I know those screams because I played those records over and over again. It's kind of weird to say you can identify where a scream came from.
yeah.
Uh, Toolbox Murders went there.
Yeah, it also has a bathtub scene that I was like shocked to see. It was like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like when you see a sex scene with your parents, but very similar, because it was like, this is playing like on a screen, like in front of everybody.
Yeah, it was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I loved it. I like that feeling. Like, let's make it uncomfortable. I'm eating a funnel cake while I'm watching someone get off in a bathtub by herself. This is everything I dreamed about as a teenager.
After she did a sexy dance, like body double in front of the window,
Yeah.
I was obsessed with that part. I'm like, it's just like body double. He's watching her, and she's like dancing in the window. Then it got a little bit more like body double too. Wasn't there a drill? There was definitely a drill murder.
Oh, there's the drill that huge one that he kind of goes through. Also, nail guns don't work like that. I mean, nail guns barely work when you use them, much less are not able to like shoot bullets.
Yeah,
shoot like bullets.
It's not like a gun.
Yeah,
I don't. Is it? I mean, I never
like
knew
you literally have to
like
make
that.
contact. The pad has to make contact as you hit the button. So it's
The funnel cake was
how was
fantastic.
the funnel cake? Yeah.
It was fantastic. I shared some with you, didn't I?
No, I didn't get any.
Oh.
You've had before though. It's always been good.
You can always come eat some of my funnel cakes, Sam.
Oh. I didn't share anything. So once I got that pizza burger, I was like, God damn it, this is.
Well, I hate when people won't eat some of my funnel cake, because then I end up eating the whole thing, and you feel really gross after you do that. So at least
I like the new thing where a slice of pizza is like $6 or a whole pizza is $10. Like, should we just buy the whole pizza? Or are you trying?
They want you to buy the whole thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's more economical for us to eat the whole pizza.
It's really that those prices.
It was literally like it was cheaper to get a whole pizza than 2 slices. Because Becca asked me if I just wanted to get a whole pizza, and I'm like, I don't think I can get a whole pizza. She was like, but it's cheaper, and I was like, oh, the depression mentality and depression era mentality, not depression, but depression 1930s mentality that my grandfather instilled in me was like, whatever's cheapest, that's what you'll get. I got that drunken hot dog I got when they said $4.50. I almost dropped it. I was like, what? But you know what? The money at the drive-in goes to the drive-in.
Vince, I'm so glad you took this opportunity to bring up Nail Gun Massacre. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be. We've never done that movie on the program. We really should.
No, I know.
We need something really dark and scuzzy, because like this week's movies were kind of like, arty and dreamy, and next week's movie is kind of like in between. It's a little grindhousey and a little arty and dreamy.
The most surprising thing that happened to me at the drive-in is when we were in the car watching trailers, and the Don't Go in the House trailer came on, and Becca said, "Do we have this?" And I said, "Yeah, we have the 7 one." She goes, "I really want to see it." I'm like, "You don't want to see it."
Oh my God, no, never let her watch that.
And she's like, I said, "It's literally the scuzziest movie I have." She goes, "Well, I want to watch it." And I was like, "Is this like some plan to throw out my DVD? Like, do you know what I mean?" And she was like, "No, like it looks really good." And I'm like, "Okay."
It is, but it's really disturbing.
Yeah. So we'll see. Oh, excuse me. We'll see what she thinks.
Sam, are we boring you, Sam?
No, you're not. It just hit me all of a sudden.
Yeah, okay. The octopus is up, so we should wrap it up.
What's it? Oh, yeah, the octopus. Yeah.
What, anyway, the lava octopus?
Yeah.
Someone has a name for it.
I was not bored, by the way. I just have been up since like 7 a.m. So.
Oh, I know why you're yawning.
Huh?
You didn't get any sleep. Gotten about 5 hours sleep in the last week.
Yeah, I did. I did like a 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. shift on Tuesday. Then I saw you the next day, and I was probably like Walking Dead when I was doing the commentary. But
no, you were great.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I think. Like, why is my blood pressure up? Oh yeah, I only got an hour sleep in 2 days.
Lava squid. Thank you.
Lava squid.
That's what it is.
I'm super excited for next week though, and I hope everybody comes back 11 o'clock next week. Let's scare Jessica to death. I will have a fabulous drink to go with it, and maybe it'll. Who knows? I'm drinking Faygo right now. Maybe it'll have Faygo in it. Who knows?
I've made it all the way to iced tea.
Oh man, That's
I'm
the
not really
wind down.
drinking as
You're
much this week.
winding down.
Yeah. But we hope you
Yeah.
had fun on the show tonight. Thanks very much to Stephanie Sack for coming and hanging out with us. And
She was awesome.
Yeah, she really was. I hope she'll come
Yeah.
back and do another program.
Yeah, we're gonna monopolize everybody from Facets that is involved there to come on the show and be like, hey, you know.
Eventually we'll run out of Facets people to have on the show.
Jody said we should do a Don Knotts double feature sometime. Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we do Private Eyes?
We could. And
was he in Private Eyes or no? Wait, he wasn't in Private Eyes, was he?
No. We could do The Incredible Mr. Limpet and what's the other one where he's like the world's greatest lover? We could do those ones.
I can't believe it. Fucking Don Knotts.
I'm gonna watch Wishmaster 4. That's what's next in my world. I have like half an hour left in it. So
there's only a half an hour left to your world?
No, of Wishmaster 4.
Oh.
And then who knows what after.
He was in Private Eyes. Thank you.
They're watching you. That Private Eyes?
Creepy guys, they're watching you, staring at your big boots.
Oh man.
That's what we used to sing in grade school.
I never knew those. Wow, that's awesome. That clapping.
We were really original, I think. Huh?
Every dog woke up when I clapped. I really should not have clapped.
I don't know why you did that.
3 dogs went.
The neighbors are going to start calling you.
Oh.
All right, so we hope you'll come back next week at 11 o'clock next Saturday for the Drive-In Asylum late movie. Only one movie, and it's Let's Scare Jessica to Death. You love it. We want to talk about it, so be here. Watch it with us. We'll see you then.
Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian.